Hi everybody, Must Love Hedgies here. I got a recent question about the heating source that I use for my Hedgehog. I use a ceramic heat emitter system, which consists of 4 main parts. All of these items can be found at your local pet store, PetSmart, Petco, and they can be found in the reptile section. The first part is the actual heat emitter bulb itself. I use the ceramic infrared heat emitter bulb from Zoomed. It's a 100 watt. Normally ceramic heat emitter bulbs will come between 100 and 200 wattage. This one's sufficient. There's also 150 watt ones as well that I've seen. Used for turtles and snakes and, of course, hedgehogs. The bulb itself screws into the dome. This is a pretty standard size 8.5-inch dome. It comes with a clamp in the box. And from the actual dome itself, you actually have an on-off switch. Let me see if I can focus this. There we go. You can see there's a little notch that's in the on position. I'm currently using it. From that, it goes to the third part of the system, which is the rheostat control temp. This is also Zoomed. You can control the amount of heat that is given off by the bulb from low to high. I have it on high today because it's quite chilly. It's about 50 some odd degrees out. And normally you would want to keep this at a low temperature if you can. Only bump it up if you really need to. But since I have a larger cage and it requires more heat to actually heat it up, I tend to be on the medium or high side of the rheostat temperature. And this part just plugs right into the wall. One thing to note is that sometimes you may turn this on, but then you forget to actually turn the on-off switch before. I've done that. But that works. And then next, we have the actual temperature gauge itself. This is sold separately. This happens to also be Zoomed. Right now it's at 77.6 degrees. This is a good temperature for her. She likes to stay around 77. I like to keep her between 75 and 80 degrees. She's just a little bit happier when I keep her at a warmer temperature. A lot of people like to say between 73 and 78 degrees, but 80 degrees isn't going to hurt them in my opinion. The temperature gauge here actually has a probe that I have, and I place near her cage or near her bed that she sleeps in. This is where she is most of the time. So this is where I like to monitor the temperature because I know this is where she is most of the time for her comfort and health and well-being. That's it for the CHE system. You have temperature gauge, bulb, dome, and rheostat. Like I said, this will cost you a little bit up front, but as I said, it's worth every penny, and I could not live without this thing. Alright guys, hope you have a nice day. Hedgie love!